y'all, it's Lyne't. This is recording because, like, I'm a mom of 3 teenage sons, and I'm a single mom of 3 teenage sons, which means I do it all on my own financially. My daughter moved into another place, and my son in South Korea is having a baby, so the assistance that I was getting, I no longer get. And I don't get the assistance from their dad whatsoever, nothing financially whatsoever. So, and we can't come to an agreement about, well, he refuses to pick them up from the police station so that they can spend some time with him, because it's a really, really tumultuous situation between he and I. And I refuse. They've come to me and said that he told them to ask me, can he come and pick them up from my house? No, you can't. I'm sorry. Doesn't work like that. Well, anyway, and I just would tell him, he already knows, so I'm not even going to answer the question, you know? I'm not going to answer it. You all know the answer. He knows the answer. But anyway, I'm dealing with 3 teenage boys, and one is my 17-year-old. That's my baby. That's the one that I nicknamed my homie when he was little. We're both Scorpios. We both have a lot in common, but we've really been butting heads, and I know it's because of the situation between me and his dad that's causing a lot of frustration in him, because he had a daddy for 16 years, and then all of a sudden you don't have a dad anymore. You know, your dad doesn't even attempt to reach out to you for your birthday and things like that, and that 17 is kind of special. So he's like, the way he communicates with me, we're butting heads. And 2 Scorpios that are stubborn, it's not working. Well, today, I picked him up from school. He sent me a text that was kind of like matter of fact, and I took it as disrespectful. That's all it is, for when it came time to pick him up for work or whatever. And he got in the car, and he and I, we literally argued all the way from his school all the way to his job. And that's a good distance. That's a really good distance. And we argued all the way from his school all the way to his job. And I'm thinking, why am I arguing with this kid? And so I finally was just like, you might want to shut up while you're ahead. Stop talking. Just stop. Just stop talking. And he continued to talk. And I'm like, really? The person that needs to pick you up from work, because you don't have anybody else to do it, and you're still talking. You know, he couldn't understand how his way that he talks to me, I feel, is disrespectful. He broke down and told me that he still doesn't understand. And my words to him were, well, when you get my age and a 17-year-old talks to you like that, you're going to tell him to slow his roll, because you're not 17 years old. And it's not like cussing me out or anything, but it's just his tone and the manner that he speaks. And, you know, there's a formality. And like, I think he got it when I told him, you know, you speak a foreign language. And you know that when you speak to adults, there's a whole different set of terms, you know, that a set of words that you use when you speak to adults versus when you speak to peers. He said, you're right. I said, that's all I'm saying. Well, anyway, he needs to be picked up from work early, like really early, like 30 minutes after I dropped him off early. So he sent me a text, and the text was very respectful. I give him that. It was very respectful. And then when he gets in the car, see, y'all men learn early, because he gets in the car with some chocolate and hands me some chocolate and begins to start apologizing immediately. And y'all can tell he just melted his mama heart with that one. But I was like, you think you doing it, you getting started early. Don't be getting on your woman nerves and then bringing her chocolate and think it's going to fix it just because it fixed it with your mama. Your mama's a fat chick. She loves to eat. So, but it opened up, and it made it to where he was willing to listen to what I had to say. And I was willing to receive what he had to say, because before, he was going to be walking home in the rain. I didn't care. Catching a bus, walking home, something. But I wasn't going to go pick you up. But it allowed us time together to talk and talk this out. So I made this video for the moms who have teenage sons who you want to pull out every single follicle out of their scalp individually. I feel you. I hear you. We have to calm down, and we have to figure out where they can hear us. And sometimes it'll just work itself out instead of us just steady rah, 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 rah. Because I was done. And I was like, don't say another word to me. And he kept talking, and he's saying that I wasn't saying anything. So maybe it gave him thinking time because his mama shut up. And maybe he was like, whoa, wait a minute now. That's a little bit too much. You know, because mama done got quiet. She ain't even trying to argue no more. And so maybe it's maybe we need to take the time to just get quiet and just walk away. And maybe he still said, he's like, Mom, I still don't get it. Until I used the foreign language example. And then he's like, oh yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know you do now. It's just customary. So, that being said, these are the Chronicles of Mamia, as I call it, instead of the Chronicles of Narnia. Almost feels like Narnia sometimes. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Instead of me being mad, and I let him out the car, and instead of me still being in a bad mood, I looked at my other two, and I was like, so, how was your day? And this, that, and the other. And, you know, I'm thankful. I'm thankful. And hopefully I can get to know them in a way that can ease their pain. Hopefully they can get a relationship with their dad. Hopefully he's willing to pick them up from the police station. You know, they haven't seen him since January. And before that, they were barely seeing him. And hopefully he makes a change. Hopefully his kids that he gave birth to means more to him. And I teach my kids, you know, don't be sad and upset because you're men. And you were raised underneath the dad that birthed you in marriage, planned you, birthed you in marriage, and you have a confidence that other boys don't have because you got that. And so sometimes it's good to give to the less fortunate. I kill me. Y'all, I told y'all my mouth. Okay, well, everybody have a wonderful day. I love you all. I pray the peace of the Lord God over you, whatever your religion is. I pray that you have peace, love, and joy. And I am thankful for that prayer coming true. God bless.